What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's another month. It's another list, of course. What did I watch in March? Let's get into it. I'm looking at my list here, and I've watched barely anything in March, really. Two big releases in March that I did watch, and just random stuff after that, really. So the first film I watched in March was a film that I watched in February, fell asleep at the end, and didn't add it to my February list. So in March I rewatched it, and it was Godzilla, Mothra and King Ghidorah All Out Monster Attack, or something to that effect. It's a ridiculous name anyway, but I watched that. A really good Godzilla film. Godzilla is once again the antagonist in this movie, and he is absolutely scary as hell, to the point where it's one of my favourite designs of Godzilla. He's brutal. He brutalizes these kaijus in this film. He is so just brutal, you know. He's out to punish humanity in this film, and it's just a really good Godzilla movie. I really recommend it. I think it's a really good, beginner point as well. There is going to be Godzilla for Beginners video coming very soon at some point. But yeah, I think it's a really good film. The practical effects are great. The suit designs are awesome, and it has some great kaiju action. What more do you want from a fucking Godzilla film? It's just kaiju action. Godzilla is a beast in this movie, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, GMK as it's called in the fandom. Check it out. It's one of the better Godzilla films for sure. Next on the list is, of course, one of the big hitters of March, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Link in the description for my review of that film. But yeah, my overall thoughts are pretty much like, really liked it. The 4 hours really helped the film, and it's just a blast from start to finish. It really kind of tells the story in a complete way, and I think it's worth the 4 hours. It's worth investing and watching that film, because I think it's definitely a film that is benefited from this version, and it just makes me a bit sad that I don't think we're going to see a resolution of the things that Zack teased in this film, unfortunately. But yeah, really enjoyed this film. I thought it was great. The 4 hours really benefit it for its narrative purposes. Great, I really liked it. Let me know what you think down below. The next film was a Dragon Ball film, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I fancy just rewatching a cool Dragon Ball movie, and Dragon Ball Super Broly is one of the greatest looking Dragon Ball films we've ever had. The animation is top tier. It looks beautiful, and I do highly recommend it to anyone that's into animated films. You should technically be into Dragon Ball if you want to watch this film, because it is kind of a continuation to the series. But beautiful animation, great story, great characters. I loved it. Tons of fighting action in this Dragon Ball film. Brilliant. One of the better films out of the Dragon Ball Renaissance we had in from 2012. It had this big Renaissance. We had the Battle of the Gods film that came out. We had the Dragon Ball Super announced, and it went on for 3 years, and then we had the Resurrection F movie, and then we had 2019 we had the Dragon Ball Super Broly film, and that's the film here, and it's just fantastic. I really loved it. Even on the second watch, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. If you love Dragon Ball, you've not seen this yet, go and check it out. It's really good. Next up, I rewatched a film that I love from 1986, The Fly, with Jeff Goldblum, directed by David Cronenberg. The Fly, I watched it solely because I do kind of actually now believe, because I rewatched it to actually see if my theory holds any water. I do solely believe that The Fly is a romance film first, a horror film second. It is about Gina Davis's character and Jeff Goldblum's character, their relationship throughout the whole film, and then unfortunately Jeff Goldblum goes through that horrendous transformation into the Fly, and it is kind of heartbreaking at the end, where she has no choice but to kill him at the end. Spoilers, sorry, who cares? Anyway, yeah, I rewatched that just too, because at the time I was doing my top 10 tag video that's already on the channel, link in the description. But yeah, did my top 10 tag of favourite film in a bunch of genres I was given, and romance was the one I was really struggling with. And yeah, so I rewatched The Fly. I thought, yep, That's for the going romance, because it is kind of a romance film. Boom, there we go. The Flyer, classic body horror, classic Jeff Goldblum movie. I love it. You should love it. It's awesome. Next on the docket was a film that I've recently picked up the whole series of films on Blu-ray, and it's a film series I've always been interested in because it just looks absolutely lunacy. It looks absolutely ridiculous, which is Toxic Avenger. I watch. Man, I'm in mixed feelings for this film. By the end, I thought that was entertaining, that was dumb, that was fun, that was violent, it was silly, it was dumb, it was kind of a black comedy, it was really silly. But also the film is horrendously mean-spirited to the point where you ask yourself, why did you do that? These all the characters are scum. All of these characters are scum. I hated all these characters. Even the women characters are all scum in this. Like these girls, they're all like, yeah, kill this person. Like they're horrendous. They are horrendous people, and it's so mean-spirited what they do. Like they run over a kid. It's like a little kid on a bike, and they reverse over his head, and you see his head explode. It is so mean. And then they take photos of his crushed skull. It's such a mean film. But my friend said that is literally every trauma movie. He's very mean-spirited. But yeah, I really enjoyed Toxic Avenger, even though it's very mean-spirited and very kind of hard to watch in places. But it's just a crazy, dumb, silly black comedy that I just really kind of, at the end I was like, that was silly. I quite enjoyed the silliness, but I hated every character. I can recommend it, but just go into it knowing it's very mean-spirited. You're not going to like any of the characters. They all are scum. They all suck. I hate them all. Anyway, so yeah, Toxic Avenger, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it comes with some caveats, definitely. And finally, it was film of the year, the big film for me, which is Godzilla vs. Kong. Review in the description, of course. But yeah, just a fucking great film. Great monster movie. I don't know what people who are poo-pooing this film really want from a monster movie. It's like it's King Kong and Godzilla kicking the shit out of each other for 100 minutes. What else do you want? Honestly, I thought it was really good. There is a subplot that I thought was a bit unnecessary, but my cousins kind of pulled me into place and said that subplot is for somebody that has to be on Godzilla's side, because it's mostly about Kong in this film. That Kong is like the star of the show almost in this movie. But yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, I loved it. It was everything that I kind of wanted it to be. I'm glad it was just under 2 hours. It didn't have to be any longer than that. It was great. It was just tightly paced, really well done. The CGI is next level. It's brilliant. I loved it. I really want them to continue the MonsterVerse because I think there's so many more stories they can tell, and I think it's brilliant. Like Godzilla vs. Kong was great. I loved it. And I need to go and see it at the cinema when it comes out in May or whenever it comes out at the cinema. So those are the films I watched in March. Not many, but some good ones in there, definitely. Anyway, as always, guys, if you like what you see here, maybe consider becoming a subscriber-Runo. And maybe subscribe. And hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because if not, Godzilla and Kong will come and destroy your town. I've told you this numerous times. It's all about the like button. It's the best way to get my videos out to the world. It is the best way, honestly. It is the best way. And yeah, so as always, I have been Jason. And I need to watch more films next month, I think. This month, April, I need to watch more films. I say I'm going to do this series, what I have watched. Then I'll watch basically fuck all. I need to actually get watching films. See you later.